feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride away.
Let's go check out what's going on with the YSL case real quick. Yeah, I gotta switch the subject a little bit because I'm a little sick of tired. I'm sick and tired of talking about it, man. God damn. Someone said I helped fuel this narrative. What narrative? Okay. All right. Oh well. Oh. Well, since I'm still talking about it, let me just address it. Right. Let me. Okay. So here we go. Kendrick announced his stadium tour with SZA. Yeah. If we look at where the tour is going to go, by the way, this was the tweet cover photo announcement. Clearly, I don't think it's a co-headlining tour, but it might be. And here are the dates. So they're going to Minneapolis. You'll notice everything says stadium, stadium, stadium. Every stadium is about, look, U.S. Bank Stadium capacity. This is the opening. So it says 66,000. So imagine, that would be about 3 shows, right? Then NRG Stadium, 3 shows in an arena. NRG Stadium, 72,000. Now, I should have probably did quick math to see how many patrons this was, because I could just look at capacity, imagine everything's going to be sold out. And to be very fair, again, just all fairness, if this is anything remotely close, we all know that I believe It's a Blur tour had 90 dates, I believe, 86 or 8, between 80 and 90. This looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 dates. So it's about 4 times less dates. However, the venues hold about 3 times more. So he's about to do a tour that's going to be probably comparable in tickets sold to maybe what Drake does. However, I don't think even with this tour, I don't think it's going to come close to or is going to hit It's a Blur tour numbers. Why? Historically, Kendrick ticket prices are lesser than Drake. So Drake charges about like 2.5. So if a normal seat, say this seat here, is $220, Kendrick is selling it for $100. So you pay $220 if you go to Drake show for that, and then you pay $100 here. I don't know. Maybe Kendrick raises the price. Now that might get a little bit of backlash because obviously I think the persons who have the highest ticket prices, Beyonce and Taylor Swift, but they can. Like, people realize you got to get the mortgage to go watch them people live, right? Like, Beyonce got no problem selling tickets for like $3,000, right? She don't give 2 fucks, right? But as a rapper, I think Kendrick got to play it. I think he could raise the price from what he normally did. Like, for example, on his last tour, the Mr. Morale and Big Steppers tour, he could definitely raise the price, but he got to be a little bit careful because, he's still the man of the people, and he's still the, guy who's speaking for the inner cities. So if you start charging prices where, you can't say not like us, and then you charge prices where it's going to be all white people that got mad money from the suburbs. You get what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure the ticket prices are probably going to reflect the audience that he either wants to get, or at least reflect, the message that he kind of want to get out there. But he definitely could charge a lot more now, honestly. But I don't think he will. I don't think he will. So based on that, I do believe he won't hit like 320, right? With that, which still, let's look at the top grossing tours, top grossing hip hop tours of all time. He might beat his last one though. Okay. Yeah, he might be his last. Okay, so he's actually in third with 110 million. He should beat that. He should beat that. Travis Scott is second with 154, and obviously the boy is number one with 320. So I could see him. I could see him reclaiming number two. Which, by the way, interestingly enough, I think Drake is gonna go on another big tour next year. I have no inside information. I'm watching how these guys are dominating, and I'm realizing like whether they have some enormous deals with Live Nation, but I can see Drake either dropping next year, then going on an extensive tour again. Because right now these guys are really printing money with this touring shit. They're printing money. Like, why not do it, right? So yeah, I expect Kendrick to be number 3 and number 4. I don't know if he passes Travis Scott, but he might. He might. Yeah, one of the reasons why Travis Scott ended up at number 2, he did a lot of outdoor venues, right? He had 80,000 people in Milan, right? And that mattered. By the way, also one of the reasons Drake could have did $500 million, but did he do overseas with this or no? I don't know. He didn't do as much overseas as we see with like Taylor Swift and like Bad Bunny and even Burna Boy, honestly. Okay, so I expect this list to be updated by the end of the year next year to have Kendrick at number 3. I think number 3 is going to be the Grand National Tour, which is the new one he just announced, and number 4 is going to be the Grand National Big Steppers Tour, right? Which is going to put Nicki to number 5, and then 50 falls out, I believe. Yeah, 50 falls out of the top 5, which that's still big, because only the top 5 had over $100 million in grossing, right? And that's fire that hip hop has gotten to this level, right? Like, that's fire. Can't even lie, right? All right. So he's going to US Bank, NRG, AT&T Stadium. So Minneapolis, Houston, Dallas, Atlanta, Charlotte, Philly. He's doing New York, New Jersey twice, which is East Rutherford. Foxborough, that's where the Patriots play. He's going to Seattle. He's doing LA twice, so he's doing SoFi twice. I actually think maybe he could have done 3 times. If he's doing New York twice, I think he could have done LA 3 times, right? But he's probably going to still do more in California, right? He's going to go Glendale. Then he comes back to California, but he does San Francisco. Okay. Yeah, has someone ever done 3 nights back-to-back at a stadium? Probably Taylor Swift, right? Taylor Swift consecutive nights at stadium. Let me see. She's performed... Oh, yeah, she became the first artist to sell out 3 consecutive nights. Oh, never mind. That's an NRG. Oh, yeah, so she was doing it all over, yeah. But it's Taylor Swift. Okay. Yeah, so you're doing SoFi twice. Goes to Arizona, then goes to California again. Does Las Vegas. That's a new Raider stadium. Goes to St. Louis. Goes to Illinois. Detroit, Michigan. Goes to Toronto. And to be very fair, I don't think nothing's happening in Toronto. Like, we don't have to make it that big of a... Yo, I'm going to be honest with you. I predict this is going to be one of the most peaceful events of the year. And it's not because Toronto niggas ain't like that, because they are. It's just that once you get to the arenas and the stadiums, there is so much police, only an idiot and a crash out would even attempt to do anything. And even at that point, you're not doing anything to an artist. You're probably doing something to a fan, right? It's the reason why Drake waltzed in. Again, I remember I went to that concert, mid-beef. Drake performs in Philadelphia, and there were 45 cop cars escorting them in and out. You would be an idiot. Like, that's some shit you see when a president's pulling up, right? I would imagine the same thing in Toronto. Toronto would look like a motherfucking joke if that happened. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure he's not going to be, well, I would hope, right? I would hope he's not popping up to New Ho King, right? Because I even see Top 5 saying, I respect him if he comes with no police escort. He's coming with a police escort. But he might not go to New Ho King, right? He probably won't go to New Ho King or nothing like that. I get it. But do I think that concert is going to be canceled? Absolutely not, right? Now, I was thinking about this. I've been going back and forth on this. Because I've seen people argue about Drake and the Pusha T thing, and then also like the Schoolboy Q thing. Is canceling a nigga show or not necessarily canceling, but using your influence that may result in the people that from your city saying, oh, we not about to do the show. Is that, as hip-hop likes to say, police, or is that being a boss? Because I was thinking about it, and people they've been throwing that word around with Drake a lot. Yo, yeah, this nigga, man, he been not like us. Like, he getting shit canceled, this and third. Then they also talks about this show. They're like, yo, well, let's see if he could get this one canceled. It's interesting. I wonder where y'all fall on what y'all think that is. Because I'm a little... I feel like people are being a little bit... Well, not a little bit. They're being super subjective here, right? If I listen to people in hip-hop, these are like, especially, like, for example, some people that either are K-bots or they support Kendrick, they feel it's a whole move to sue. They feel it's a whole move to cancel concerts. But they're the same people online saying niggas should be canceled. Like, those same people be tweeting at me saying I should be canceled. You hear what I'm saying? Like, it's very funny. They'd be like, yo, cancel this nigga. Yo, why this whole ass nigga Drake cancel our guy, though? Like, what is it? Is it hip-hop or is it not? Do you get what I'm saying? Is it like, what's up? Yo, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, soon as mad police, man. That's like mad police. But then they'll champion somebody else, though. That's the only, like, confusing thing I don't get. Like, put it like this. A lot of them niggas who said, like, I'm not the biggest fan of this move. But a lot of the niggas who are criticizing Drake for doing this is a Jay-Z-esque move. Like, Jay-Z does this shit. When Jay-Z don't like something, he shuts it down from behind the scenes. He sends these notices. He does these things. He's using surrogates or his lawyers that's suing people, including media. I don't hear nobody jumping out saying this whole ass shit. I'm wondering why it's not the same energy across the board. If the energy of everyone was, yo, just keep the police out of our business, period. No lawsuits. This is hip-hop, nigga. We don't do lawsuits. Okay. But I feel like it's super subjective, right? Like, nah, that's a whole move. But when this other guy do it, it's cool. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, I don't think nothing's happening in this show, right? And by the way, if Drake could shut it down, if I'm Drake and I could shut it down, I would shut it down. You know why? That's what Jay-Z does. Jay-Z does that type of shit too. Y'all keep talking about the shit that Nicki has done to artists, Drake has done to artists. Who you think they all learned it from? Hove! Hove did it to everybody. These artists got these type of, so when they learn it from Hove, they learn it from 50. Let me not just only throw Hove in there. Didn't 50 tell Sheek Luch, I could have get your shit pushed off the label? Was that a whole move then, or was that like a boss move? Like, hey, what are we calling all of this stuff, right? 50 Cent Styles P pushed off label. Or I think it was like, I'm going to get the label to shelf you. Here we go.
You're sitting here talking about the majors, the indies. You must got a hook over Jimmy. Maybe you can get more than that over there.
You're not gonna give up $7.
Me back? That ain't, that shows you're a strong artist, and I do tip my hat to you. I do.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get pushed back.
Here we go.
Not pushed off so much that they would not. You know.
All right, that's cool.
I don't know what you just like. I wouldn't do that. And one for one, Jimmy.
I don't think Jimmy would do that neither, but I'm
they love the money so much that they would not.
But you did say
you said it
on the air
what you say,
that you wanted him pushed back.
No, I'd like to see him get pushed back, not pushed off the label.
Now, I didn't say you push me off.
Listen, look,
I didn't say you push me off,
right? That's like game.
But you having the power to push me back, that ain't, that shows you.
That's how it works in the music business. It's always going like that. I'm asking everybody because if everybody agree that all these actions been whole shit, I will publicly say what Drake did is whole shit. Oh, yo, you're getting Pusha T removed off tracks? That's whole shit. If we're saying what 50 did, whole shit. What Jay-Z's done, whole shit. What is it? Because they're all doing the same shit. They're getting power, leverage, and then the ops, whoever their ops is, they're using their influence behind the scenes to make it super uncomfortable for them niggas. That's what they're all doing. They all did this shit. Is it whole shit or what? Somebody said it's beef. Okay. So if it's beef, stop telling me this other shit.
Strong artist, and I do tip my hat to you. I do tip my hat and salute to you. You're a strong artist. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But there's people like me. Let me tell you something about people like me, dog. My joint went 80,000.
Okay. All right. Then after that, they come back to Hershey Park Stadium. What stadium is that? That's in PA. Is that Pittsburgh? I don't know. Okay. And then they go to Northwest Stadium in Maryland. Okay. I think it's going to be a very successful tour. Once again, kudos to PG Lang. Man, listen, yo, all y'all Drake fans, the reason why I can tell y'all, man, shut the fuck up, is because I'm a bigger fan than y'all. Shut up, niggas. Like, don't ever question me, nigga. But I could also be fair. Yo, Kendrick and his fucking team are doing an amazing job with PR. They're making sure about every 2 weeks they drop something. Or every week or so. And everybody talks about it for 4 or 5 days. Then it burns out. Then it goes quiet again for another 4 or 5 days. Then another thing. It's perfect. Like, by the way, this type of method, a lot of artists that don't drop music a lot, they rely on having a good team to keep their name afloat by not. There's some people who keep getting talked about because they spam music, and some people who don't, but they still get talked about a lot. And they kind of do what Kendrick's doing. This is PR 101, right? Like, I think a lot of what people have not acknowledged, and I think, I don't know if he probably will, right? Kendrick's probably going to win a Grammy or something like that. He's definitely going to show up. I'm pretty sure he's going to acknowledge his team finally. Yo, whatever Kendrick's team is doing, including buying bots or whatever, right? Whatever they're doing, it's fucking, it's working. It's working, even if it's bots too, right? Like, if it's the bots at the right time, the fucking messaging, the look, the aesthetic, everything does look and it's looking like a solid campaign. It does look like that. And I got to give credit to that, right? I got to give credit to that. Yeah. Now, granted, do I want to go watch this show? I think I would only go to watch the People Watch. Well, I mean, I guess I would, I like some Kendrick songs, but People Watch. I want to see how this shit kind of plays out. Yeah, I remember being in that building when Drake performed back to back, man. That shit was electric. If I went to one of these Kendrick shows, I'm going to go in disguise. Because people think that I'm so team Drake. They're going to think Kendrick dissing me. Like, you know what I mean? So like, I got to be in disguise when I'm at this motherfucking concert. But I might go. Who knows? I don't give a fuck. All right. Okay.